Good morning, everyone. This is William Moore with Beyond the Ties That Bind. Today, we're going to be talking about a topic which pops up in quite a few social circles now. And that topic is healthcare. There are a lot of people out there that they believe they have the right to demand other people provide them a safety net concerning their health. You don't have the right to demand other people with their resources, their money, provides you a safety net so you can make bad decisions. So if you want to drink every day, if you want to down a fifth of Jack Daniels every day, if you want to, down a 12 pack of beer every day, that's fine. You have the freedom to do so. If you want to smoke 4 cartons of cigarettes a day, that's fine. You have the ability and the freedom to do so. But what you do not have the freedom to do is demand that other people take care of you for your bad decisions. So if you get sick and you want to, say you want to partake in drinking, bad diet, eating whatever you want to eat, you have the freedom to do that. That's your choice. However, you cannot demand that other people take care of you. You have to accept the consequences for your decisions. Not me, not everyone else. So you should not be demanding that everyone else take care of you. What you need to do is practice good habits, such as eating healthy foods, supplementation, and a good exercise regimen. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to think that this is extreme, and it might be a tad bit extreme. However, here at the house, me and my wife have an arsenal of supplementation products, health products, different herbs, minerals, vitamins, and we're providing for our body what food nowadays does not provide because of the breakdown within the soil of the mineral content, the breakdown of the mineral content within the soil, and we're just not getting as much nutritional value out of our food as what we once did. However, we do practice supplementation. I do, because I made some bad decisions. I do suffer from psoriatic arthritis, but it's nobody else's responsibility to take care of me. So I supplement with things like curcumin, phytosome, ginger, lots of cayenne. And then, of course, there's some things here that I use to enhance my performance when I'm working out. Sports supplementation products. And then there's also, I know it's a sensitive subject, but there's some products here that enhance my experience in the bedroom, such as melatonin. I take a couple of those pills and I sleep like a baby. And my wife is such an angel. She always makes sure that I never run out of melatonin. Anyway, I'm going to be going over why people cannot expect other people to use their resources to provide them health insurance or even take care of them when they get sick. Now, as I stated, if someone wants to, in the healthcare profession, if they want to, out of the kindness of their heart, take care of someone else, use their time, offer their time to take care of someone else, that's their decision. But no one has the right to demand that anyone take care of them because they made bad decisions. You don't have the right to, demand anyone take care of you at all. Unless, of course, you're paying for them to do so. Then, they have a medical facility, you go in, and then, of course, you pay for them to do so, whether you have insurance or pay right out of your pocket. But nobody can go and demand someone else do something for them for free because that is theft. That's all it boils down to. So, I've showed you some of what I use as far as my supplementation and my supplementation regimen. And, as they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Well, a pound of prevention is worth a ton of cure. So there's one other thing, well, a couple other things. One is to eat properly. Look at labels. Make sure you're buying things, non-GMO products, things that are not genetically modified. Buy organic if you can. It costs a few more dollars, but it's going to save you dollars in the long run because you're not going to be going to the doctor because you're eating shit. Okay? And that's where a lot of people get sick, is because of the choices they make with their diet. Oh, wow, you made cupcakes? Just kidding. Well, I do have a weakness for sweets, but I work out, I take care of myself, and anything that, such as sweets, I try and do in moderation. But as stated, supplementation, making the proper decisions as far as your diet is concerned. And then, like I said, there's one other thing that you can practice to keep yourself healthy so you don't have to demand other people take care of you. Okay, like I was stating before, there's something else that you can do, and it only takes about 30 minutes a day, and that will help you as far as maintaining your health, and that's working out. Okay, taking a little bit of time to exercise. Right here, me and Carla have a Max Trainer, if you can see that. Bowflex Max Trainer. I love the Max Trainer. It's like an elliptical and a stepper all in one. Of course, we have, benches, and one of my favorite pieces of equipment, the cable crossover that I have. Love that. And then, of course, and you don't have to. I want to point out here, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Just get yourself a bench, a good bench, with a good set of dumbbells. I mean, we've got quite a few dumbbells, but I like the Select Tech by Bowflex. And you can just work out with the dumbbells, use the bench. There's hundreds of exercises that you can do, and you don't need a lot of money. You don't need a lot of equipment. We do. We do have a lot of equipment. Exercising is what we like to do as far as one of our favorite pastimes. And then, of course, I've got a PowerTech system, which I love. But, practice form. Practice, just keep your body moving. Exercise. That's all you got to do. You don't have to worry about trying to keep up with me, because I know some of you are probably looking at this bench right now and looking at the amount of weight that I've got on here, and you're probably very intimidated right now and saying, hey, I could never do that much weight. I mean, we're talking a lot of weight here. And so just worry about form. Don't worry about the amount of weight you're doing. Anyway, and I put that on there for a reason. I didn't want to show off that I could bench press 25 pounds. Anyway, just maintain your own health. That's what this is getting down to. You have the freedom to maintain your own health, but you don't have the freedom to demand that everyone else take care of your ass because you made bad decisions. It's theft to think that you can demand of other people to spend their time and their resources taking care of you because you made bad decisions. No one has to provide a safety net for you. No one has to take care of you if through your bad decisions you become ill. It doesn't work that way. Okay? To demand someone else, to expect someone else to do that, to force someone to take care of you, to force someone to use their resources to take care of you, is theft. It's plain and simple. It's theft. So, you're going to have to accept the consequences of your bad decisions. You're going to have to learn to take care of yourself better and, practice, as far as good habits when it comes to eating, when it comes to supplementation, and when it comes to exercise. You're going to spend a little bit more money, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it. You're going to spend some time working out every day, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it. And then you won't have people like me who believe in freedom and others who believe in freedom, calling you a thief. There's a lot of people out there. We all know these people out there, guys, that are demanding other people take care of them. Demanding that other people use their resources to be a safety net for their bad decisions. So share this video with those people that you know that think that health care is a right, that they have the right to demand of others that others use their resources to take care of them. And I'm going to break this down, go up to the desk here in a few minutes, break this down and discuss some things, because this gets down to the basics of freedom. And socialism is the opposite of freedom. Nobody has a higher claim to your life and property than you. And for people to think that they can demand that you take care of them, that is, they actually think that they have a higher claim to your life and property than you. So just tell your friends that expect you to do things for them, that they need to do things for themselves. They need to take care of themselves, and they need to exercise some proper health maintenance techniques. So I'll see you here in a few minutes. Play some music for you while I'm going upstairs.
Whew. So I'm out of breath from walking up the steps. Anyway, we're talking about healthcare and how there are a lot of people out there that believe that they have the right to demand other people take care of them, that other people foot the bill for their bad decisions. That would be like going into an auto care shop somewhere, and you've got a car that, say, the fuel injectors are clogged, and you hold the um, mechanic there hostage at gunpoint, and you make him work on your vehicle because you didn't run good gasoline in your vehicle. You don't change the oil. You never fill the tank. Just poor quality of fuel, bad maintenance, and then you're going to go in and you're going to hold up the auto care shop and you're going to put a gun to the mechanic's head and you're going to tell him that he's going to work on your vehicle. Well, that's exactly how it is when these people demand free healthcare. And when I'm saying you, and I'm talking about, a person holding up a mechanic shop, I'm not talking to this audience per se, unless there's somebody out there that actually does think that they have a right to free healthcare. But you got a lot of people out there that believe that that type of scenario would be okay if it had to do with their health. If they were sick, to go in and force and demand a doctor to spend his time taking care of them, to spend his time, part of his life taking care of them, are using his resources to purchase, medicines to take care of them, which I'm against the whole healthcare thing anyway. It's a scam just to prop up the pharmaceutical companies. I'm not into pharmaceuticals. I did break down last year when I had pneumonia and took antibiotics. Sometimes you have to take antibiotics, but actually, what they had to wind up treating me with was silver and gold to get rid of the infection because the antibiotics were, my body was antibiotic resistant because of all the supplementation that I take. So, anyway, I'm not for big pharma. Even though I have psoriatic arthritis really bad, my hands will not open past that point. I'm not putting that out there for sympathy. I don't want anybody going boo. You know, I can go and work out with the best of them, and there's very few limitations. Now I can't type worth a crap, but very few limitations that I do have. But anyway. I don't go the pharmaceutical route. There's drugs out there, biologicals like Enbrel, um, Humira, some of the others out there. I'm not putting that shit in my body. I mean, look at what happened to the people who did put that stuff in their body. Glenn Fry of the Eagles. Um, what's his name? I believe his name's Harold Ramis. He was in Ghostbusters and Stripes. Those two people took those biological drugs and they didn't even make it out of their 60s. I'm not taking that poison. I'm not poisoning myself. There's other ways of treating ailments, naturally. THC, um, C60, the carbon 60 molecule. Just proper supplementation. My hands used to be about 3 times the size of what they are now, but I started taking curcumin like a madman. So, anyway, don't expect someone else, these people who expect other people to take care of them because they made bad decisions. That's like holding someone up. And all this free healthcare system is doing, as I stated, is just propping up the pharmaceutical companies. And people talk about, well, marijuana should be illegal. No, it should not. But they don't hold these pharmaceutical companies, accountable for their actions. But yet they want to say that, well, people shouldn't drink wine, people shouldn't, be allowed access to marijuana with THC, when it's been proven that THC cures cancer, CBD cures cancer. So, anyway, we've got a lot of people out there that they just don't want to take personal responsibility. And when something goes wrong, they want someone else to be there to pick up the pieces. That's theft. It's theft. You're a thief if you think that way. And we all know people that think that way. We all know that, people that think that society owes them a ride. And that's wrong. That's a skewed way of thinking. Basically, as Rocky Balboa would say, mentally irregular. Anyway, so we need to get away. We need to get society away from this. We need to get people talking about freedom and, respecting the claim that other people have over their life and property, and not expecting someone to give up their life for you. As I stated, going to a doctor when you're sick and demanding that he spend his time taking care of you would be like going to a mechanic and demanding that he take out of his life, his time, and use his resources to fix your car. I mean, where does it end? Free veterinarian care for, everybody's poodles, our chihuahuas? Well, no, we let the frickin' chihuahuas die. Anyway, free home improvement. Somebody's house needs painting. You're gonna go and you're gonna hold a painter hostage at gunpoint and tell him that he owes you, that it's your right that he paint your house, that you have a right to free home improvement, that you have a right to free auto care. So you're gonna pull into Walmart, wherever you get your oil changed, and you're gonna demand that they do it for free because you have a right to free auto care. It's just the way that, you break it down. That seems ludicrous, but that's what these people expect. They expect other people to foot the bill for their bad decisions, for not taking care of themselves. You know, for eating just any amount of junk food that they, they'll stuff their face all day long with Oreos, potato chips, cupcakes, you name it. And then, when it's time to pay the piper, they want someone else to pay the piper for them. I was pay the piper. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Anyway, um, so, I mean, we've got to get out of this mindset that people have the right to other people's resources and life. And that's what it boils down to. I mean, okay, so say somebody looks like Alan Colmes, has the personality of Don Lemon, and the money issues of Nicolas Cage. Um, you know, just because that person can't go out and get any action, do they have the right to go into a house of prostitution and demand services for free and say that they have a right to sex? Come on. I mean, it's that sounds ridiculous, but that's the same type of mindset that says if you get sick, that someone else has to take out of their life or out of their resources to take care of your lazy ass or to take care of your sick ass. And most of the time, if you're sick, you did it to yourself, either by making bad choices or allowing your healthcare professional in the first place to make bad choices for you by putting you on drugs that have side effects that led to this shit. So anyway, uh, I mean, we need to make sure that, we don't impose our wishes upon other people against their will. And that's what this is all about, freedom. If you want to take care of somebody for free, you want to use your resources, if you've received benevolence from above and you want to do that, that's fine, but don't expect everyone else in the form of taxation to take care of you. Or people need to learn not to expect everyone else to take care of them. If someone else is out there that, they have resources that they want to give or impart to others, that's great. But let them make that decision on their own. If a doctor wants to take care of you free of charge, let him make that decision on his own. Don't demand it. Another thing is, I mean, especially when you have an asshole like Bernie Sanders and I've got a word that I want to use right now for Elizabeth Warren, but I won't. We'll keep this PG. Um, but when you've got two people running around like Sanders and Warren, who want to, that say that people have the right to health care and education. Anyway, um, these people are freaking lunatics, absolute lunatics, to think that, you have a right to impose upon someone else. It's like if you're a teacher, if you're an educator, and you have a life, would you want people coming up to you demanding that you provide your services for free to them without any type of exchange whatsoever? I mean, you would feel that you were being robbed, and rightfully so. And a lot of these teachers, they're too stupid to even put themselves in that position, to think about, okay, what if someone came to me and demanded my services for free and didn't give me anything in return? 100%, you might find some idiot out there, but almost 100% of the educators out there would say, well, heck no, I'm not going to just teach everyone for free. So somebody's got to pay for it. And the person that needs to pay for it is the person receiving the education. You don't have a right to education. If you want to truly educate yourself, use your own resources, go out and purchase your own books and your own library, and then educate yourself or spend your time online and look up things. Okay. This whole thing about free education, it's ridiculous. It's a waste of resources anyway, a complete waste of resources, because only 27% of college grads have a job related to their area of study. Only 27%. And then only 62% of college grads have a job that actually requires a college degree. So that means that 38% didn't need to go to college. So those of you who believe in a free education are asking people to waste resources. That's all it comes down to. You're asking people to waste resources. I mean, you look at these people and Sanders, Warren, and you see the stupidity in their eyes. You hear the stupidity coming out of their mouth. And not saying that Trump's any better. He's an egotistical maniac. He's a dumbass too. Just to chase a rabbit really quick, if the Democrats really wanted to impeach him, all they would have to do is bring him up on charges of assassinating a foreign dignitary, which he did this past month when he assassinated General Soleimani, who was not doing anything. And this order was given over 7 months ago. So don't give me your bullshit, you people who love Trump, that he had received information that something imminent was about to happen. That's bullshit. Total bullshit. Take and peddle your Trump bullshit somewhere else. He killed somebody. So if the Democrats really wanted to impeach his ass, which they don't, this is all political theater. This is to keep everyone's eye off of the ball. And that ball is that the United States petrodollar is collapsing. This is all just political theater. They don't want to impeach him because if they did, they could bring his sorry ass up on charges of murder, but they don't want to impeach him. This is all so everyone can sit back and watch faux news and CNN and MSNBC and be entertained by the circus that's taking place in Washington, D.C. So they keep your eyes off of the things that really matter, like your own freedom. Anyway, so people want, Sanders, Warren, all the others, they want people to waste their resources to give others free health care. And then they always create some kind of crisis situation to bring these things, oh, we're doing so bad in America. We need to extend from, 12th grade and actually go to at least 14 levels. K to 14 now because our students are doing so poorly. Well, start just teaching them reading, writing, and arithmetic, and they'll be fine. Get rid of Common Core and teaching them how to feel. Why don't we teach them how to think critically? Then we'll have a good education system. Why don't we teach them the basics, a good foundation? Then we'll have a good education system. Teach them history. Then we'll have a good education system. Quit teaching them how to put a condom on a banana when they're 8 years old. Frickin' perverts. Anyway, I mean, I don't care. If you're a teacher and you're teaching kids and when that's the parent's responsibility anyway, and that child's under 18 years old, you're a frickin' pervert. You may as well be labeled a pedophile. Anyway, so we need to get away from this entitlement mentality and we need to exercise freedom. I have the highest claim over my life and property, and I recognize the fact that you have the highest claim over your life and property, and I'm not going to use a vote, a ballot, like other people use a bullet to make you pay for things that I want, such as nice schools, nice roads. As I stated before, all those things could be taken care of in the private sector much more efficiently than what government ever would take care of these things. So anyway, I mean, so we create these crises. I mean, our kids are doing terrible at school, so they need college. They need college. Our workforce is terrible. I mean, all anybody knows how to do is flip a hamburger or do something on their phone. So we need more job education. We need people to be able to go to college for free. Now, we've got so much going on in the healthcare system. We've got cancer. We've got diabetes. Um, we've got all these diseases that are just r- taking their toll on society. And I mean, it goes on and on and on. And I mean, I was reading the other day about the flu, the coronavirus in China. And so, I mean, now that is in the headlines. I mean, only 400 people out of 2 billion people in China came down with this virus, and now all of a sudden it's an epidemic, a pandemic that the world's got to worry about. And one poor guy in Seattle now, one person out of 330 million people have this, and all of a sudden it's something that we have to be alarmed over. I mean, how would you like to be that guy? That guy has probably had more things stuck up his rectum this week than Lindsey Graham ever had during a sleepover at John McCain's house. I mean, they're probably experimenting on this poor guy left and right. It's a virus. If it can't be taken care of, hopefully it can be taken care of. And I'm sure that there is, silver or gold injections could probably take care of this, but they don't want that. They don't want something so simple that you could go to a health food store and get and take care of yourself. Probably THC, CBD, high concentrations of cayenne or habanero would take care of this, but they're not going to do that. They're going to rely on the pharmaceutical companies to push these synthetic drugs on people, and they're creating something now, a health scare now. So, and they want to make sure that everyone has, different, injections right now, vaccinations. Want to make sure that everybody's up to date, just in case these vaccinations can help, with this coronavirus, whatever it's called. And they're acting like it's something big. Do you realize that the small percentage of Chinese people that have this virus, this flu, whatever you want to call it, 400 in a country of 2 billion plus? I mean, come on. So anyway, we need to practice freedom. We need to get away from thinking that everyone else owes us a living, that everyone else, needs to take care of us. Now, if somebody wants to take care of you, and out of benevolence, out of the goodness of their own heart, that's one thing. But to demand other people provide a safety net for you, or use their own resources and their own time to take care of you, to demand that, you're a thief. You're a parasite. You're a blight on society. You're you're a Sanders. You're a Warren. Those are some pretty terrible names to be called. But so let's practice freedom, everyone. Let's get this message out. Leave me your comments down there in the comment section, please. And please please share this. So if people will like these videos, that kicks it up in YouTube's algorithms and it gets out there more. So please like and share. Even I've had a person, I guess, hit the dislike button because they don't like what I'm saying about the United States of America government. Anyway, so they're hitting the dislike. That's fine too, because if you don't like it, I still get pushed up in the algorithm, and the word gets out there. So we need to spread this word. We need to spread the word about freedom. Everyone have a wonderful day. Until next time, this is William Moore.